Alright, this is Rusty Ed, right? An older man was sitting on a barrel, scanning the area. Long beard, dust on his shoulders. He looked like he'd been gathering that dust for a decade. Hello, I'm a Gamedec, and Rusty Ed says, and I'm the guild master of Rusty Ed's guild. Ha, just a fun fact. You want to ask an old timer about farming tricks? Go ahead, Rusty Ed has a lot of stories up his sleeve. Are you the guild master of Rusty Ed's guild? He just said that. I am. It's a guild open to all players of adequate level. Hey, hey, hey. What level do I need to be at? In order to join Rusty Ed's guild, you need to listen to 3 daily stories. Ha. What are you doing in here, Gramps? Ah, so there are still curious people in the world. I mean people that possess the virtue of curiosity. I'll tell you, I look at those young players and I can see they don't know a thing. And you know what they do about it? I guess nothing. Exactly, they don't ask the elders. They don't look for the so-called know-how. They think they know it all. I've played this game for years. I've achieved everything. I know everything. And no one asks me a goddamn thing. I see the growing carrots, and I know they'll grow faster with a barrel of ice beside them. But does anyone ask? No, you know why? You tell me, Ed. The Dunning-Kruger effect. Rookies overrate their knowledge, mentors undersell theirs. But the world is changing too, especially this game. It all used to be more true to life, more difficult, and those scallywag youngsters would get the bum's rush. But I digress, and I bet you there's something you want to talk me to, and I bet you there's something you want to talk to me about. Isn't there? Maybe you want to hear a story? Tell me a story. I've got 3 stories today. The topics are a legendary artifact, how I became sheriff, and old game systems. Which do you want to hear? You used to be a sheriff here. Tell me about it. Where do I start? You know, we're not all up and about in here. We're not waving our arms around. Our bodies lie still on couches, mine at my place, yours at your place, and sometimes it's all about speed here, especially with jewels. But I mean, your neuronal speed, not bodily. If you want to be sheriff, you must beat the previous one. You must be faster, more precise. Sleeves, chime in. In situations like this, it's also important how you handle your emotions. A hothead will lose. The one who starts sweating, fidgeting, whose heart is pounding so hard it makes their hands shake. Those with more experience win. It's as simple as that. Rusty Ed says, "Whoa, you're a real hell racer." So listen, you like this. This guy was good. Everyone could see it. But I noticed something. He would enter the game for up to 3 hours, maybe 4. It was always like that, but once he lingered playing poker, it was 6 hours, 7, and guess what? The guy was staggering, dropping off. I noticed his fragile brain, quick, but easily fatigued. It was his vulnerability. Next time I played him myself, I kept letting him win. I challenged him to a sunset duel after he had spent 12 hours here. He couldn't turn it down, that's the rule. He was good, but I could see in his eyes that he had already lost. His eyelids were twitching from the adrenaline rush. Scalpel set him straight. It's not adrenaline. Human eyelids are innervated. by two motor nerves, autonomous and autonomic, part of the sympathetic nervous system. When you're tired, the latter turns off and your eyelids droop, even though you consciously try to raise them. He was just exhausted. Rusty Ed says, so he wouldn't give up without a fight. He knew that would insult me. Don't get me wrong, he was a good guy. He knew I discovered his weakness. Maybe if he had money he could have paid to get his neurons enhanced. Maybe that's what the poker was for. I never saw him again in here. Maybe he had a breakdown. Was he fed up with his quick fatigue? That bothered me a bit. Anyway, I was sheriff here for a full month before I lost a jewel. But I've never forgotten that guy. He had a nice vintage nick. Kill them all. Ah! I know this guy. I met this guy at the Twisted and Perverted. Say you know him. Kill them all? I know him. I've met him many times. I even invited him to my show once. Ed's wrinkled face brightened. Really? Hot dang. Well, I'm glad he's still holding up. Alright, I suspect you want to ask me a question now. Go ahead. Would you tell me another story? Maybe later, I'm tired. Ask your questions if you have any because I'm about to take a nap. Lovely weather, isn't it? Oh yes, it is. But that's not how it used to be. Changing seasons, rain, storms. Now it's just sun all the time. That's what the players wanted. They were fed up with rain. Fancy that. I could tell you lots of stories. Could you admit me to your guild? Yes, I can. If you listen to 3 of my stories, hey, that's the rule of Rusty Ed's guild. Ed, you look like a guy that knows a lot. Do you know any gossip? If you want gossip, you better make friends with Fruity Betty. Now she's a chatterbox. Do you know anything about the orange farmers? Yeah, I've seen them. I've heard them. They act like bots or like idiots or NPCs. They play using freemium accounts and they talk weird. There's no point mingling with them. Ed yawned. Forgive an old man. I've talked myself out. I need a nap. The old man was napping on a barrel. Sleeves kicked the barrel to knock him off. I kicked the barrel at full tilt, but all I achieved was a stabbing pain in my toes. But there was no pain in this game. That barrel had to be modified. Dang old coot. I opened my deck and checked if the player was active. Yes, he was in the game and he was sleeping soundly. I tried to wake him in different ways that didn't involve physical contact, but to no avail. He kept sleeping. Private farms? The gate opened to a private farm. Go inside. Wild Puppy says, "Yeehaw! Welcome to your farm. You'll see, soon this place will bustle with activity. But to make it happen, we need to start at the beginning. The pumpkins in your fields are ready for picking. Just tap them, and a gold coin will appear. Collect the coins by tapping them, with your finger, as you do with hovering windows. You can also just walk through the coins. Welcome. Can you remind me what I should be doing now? The pumpkins in your fields are ready for picking. Just tap them and a gold coin will appear." Wild Poppy says, great job. Pumpkin growing can be quite profitable. Let's plant more. You leveled up. Yeehaw! That's fantastic. Time to sow and reap some pumpkins. In order to sow these wonderful vegetables, tap on the plot with a seedling. When the plant starts growing, a progress bar appears. Tap it once it reaches the red area to ensure that your crops are perfectly ripe. Now you know how to sow and reap pumpkins. Excellent job. That's fantastic. Every now and then golden pumpkins will grow on your plots. They are twice as valuable as regular pumpkins. Golden pumpkins quickly disappear, so make sure to pick them fast. Alright? Golden pumpkin picked. Splendid. You leveled up. Yeehaw! That's fantastic. Alright, your next job is to find some treasure. What are you waiting for, rancher? Get to work. Treasure? Where can I find treasure? You found a treasure chest. There's always something interesting inside, usually coins, but every now and then you can get a unique item. I can open that kind of chest for you free of charge. Treasure chests contain coins or rare items. Hold on, my throat's itchy. Let's see what this one is hiding. Alright, I'm opening it. It's a super harvest boost. This has not been scripted at all. Yeehaw! For 3 minutes, you'll earn double the coins. Get ready. The timer will start as soon as we finish talking. Ready, set. You leveled up. Yeehaw! I unlock vanity items for you. You can use them to spruce up your ranch. You can also develop your farm now. After all, how long can you keep growing pumpkins, right? Did you know that pumpkins are actually berries. Anyway, I know growing pumpkins can get tedious. So how about we try something new? Wait, pumpkins are berries? Really? Here's your next task. Buy a strawberry field for 100 gold coins. Yeehaw! I see that you have the required amount of coins. Would you like to make the purchase? Yeah? I'll take it. Oh, you have a new strawberry field. How cute. I love the smell of strawberries in the morning. You leveled up. Yeehaw! That's fantastic. Did you know that strawberries are a hybrid of two wild species? Yeehaw! Here's your next task. Sow and reap these fruits. Yummy. Hey, 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 rancher, get to work. Super harvest, alright. Ah, shit. I made a mistake. Oh shit, I made a mistake. Shit. Wild Puppy says, yeehaw. Can you open this chest that I found? Of course, I'll do it right away, free of charge. Only one at a time, but you can keep bringing them to me. There's no limit, yeehaw. Let's see what's inside. Yeehaw, you receive a rare chest with a unique item. It's a decorative item, the skull of a bison from Dead Canyon, an object of envy and desire for many farmers in High Rock. Filled with gold coins, congratulations. You get a patch of gold coins. Unique item is a decorative item, the Ringo Starr stagecoach. It was used to transport gold through the Valley of Death. A real legend. That one? A decorative item, the dead tree. Unfortunately, it's not the tree of knowing rumored about in different words, but it's still all beautiful. Come back when you get more chests. You mentioned that you have vanity items for sale. Can I buy anything from you? Yes, you can. What's more, my selection of goods expands every 5 levels. Alright, gardening tools. Spruce up your farm. Gardening tools. Shining with wrought steel polished through endless gardening. These tools are the mark of a true farmer. Show them off when someone visits. Poppy smiled cheerfully. I'll take it. See how those steel tools gleam in the sunlight? Now you can parade them in front of other farmers. Respect and status. That's what it is. Would you like to buy something more? This cute kitty purrs when he's happy, and he's never unhappy. He's a harvest time favorite and brightens every ranch east of the sunset. Poppy smiled cheerfully. I'll take it. Here, kitty kitty. You're now the owner of the cat named Macavity, and this ranch will be his home. You know the way cats think, don't you? Would you like to buy something more? Can you remind me what I should be doing now? Alright, strawberries, right? Where can I harvest strawberries? Oh, here? Alright. Now you know how to sow and reap strawberries. Strawberries take longer to grow than pumpkins, but they earn you more gold coins. Unfortunately, they don't spawn chests. That's fantastic. You can call yourself a cowboy if you don't own a cow. We need to do something about that. Ready for your next job? Give me a moo and buy a pasture for 250 gold coins. I see that you have the required amount of coins. Would you like to make the purchase? I'll take it. There's your new pasture, rancher. There are quite a lot of rocks in it though. You'll need to do something about that. You leveled up. Yeehaw. That's fantastic. Hey, rancher. I see that you're itching to begin your next task. Here it is. Collect 5 piles of rocks from the pasture. The sun is shining, so let's stop slacking. Time to roll up your sleeves and get cracking. Yeehaw! You've cleared the rocks. Good job, cowboy. That's fantastic. The cows in harvest time are real escape artists, you know. Your pasture definitely needs a fence. It will keep the animals from running away. Your next job is to buy a fence for your pasture for 500 gold coins. I see that you have the required amount of coins. Would you like to make the purchase? I'll take it. You finally put up a fence around the pasture. In that case, we're ready to get some cows. Congratulations, you've reached your trial account level limit. Alright, I need to get 5,000 to buy the pistol, right? Wait, I can get past this barrier? I see. Gates to public fields, only holders of digital keys can pass. The gates required me to have a digital key. I knew I could try to generate a matching program, but it was a long procedure. There was also the option of breaking it with the Gamedec's battering ram, but I risked drawing attention to myself. Should I? Drawing attention? Do I want to draw attention? Leave? Okay, let's put a hold on this. The gates that lead to the public farm hum quietly. Alright, generate a key code to the gates. It was a lengthy process. I waited. It took a while. I suddenly felt a cold breeze and heard a quiet feminine laugh. The gate disappeared. And so did the others. It was strange. The code hadn't generated yet. Wait, what? What? A feminine laugh? What? Maybe I should use the battering ram, right? Who is this guy? Guy? The farmer was toiling away. He looked at me without stopping his work. Who are you? I'm a Gamedec. Stanley said you could help me. Oh, it's you. Fantastic. Hold on, I'm looting. Okay, this guy's name is Guy Sullivan. Wow, it's the frilly dress of the Confederate general's wife, type 12, with the spicy apple perfume in a 3-meter radius. Not a bad drop. I guess you brought me luck. That will make up half of my day's work. We can talk. I'm new to this game. Tell me more about the loot boxes. Better ask Handy Joe, the bot by the station. He'll explain it better. You basically grow your crops with a little click and sometimes a box pops out. There are goodies inside. From what he said, those boxes drop very fast. Suspiciously fast. Do you use any boosts? Boosts? What? I don't need any boosts. All it takes is skill and some luck. You for one are my lucky teddy bear, a bunny. Oh, there's a treasure chest. Let's see what's inside. Oh man, it's the fancy harrow of the Burgrave from the past with the Molehill Vanquisher 3rd bonus. Rustic. I stood and watched him work. Another box, and inside, the Autumn Infinite watering can with the voice of the Golden Gorge stream. Guy Sullivan says, I could work with you all day. Another treasure chest, and in it, an untainted coyote carcass with 1 week decay time ornamented. Man, you really do bring me luck. My treasure is an empty crate for attracting name insects, ornate, for potato beetles. That's quite a lot. Could you give me a hand? I need to take my loot to the fence in town. If you could help me, I would owe you one big one. Alright guy, I'll help you. I need you to deliver this loot to the fence. Talk to the stall keeper, Fruity Betty. All clear? Why won't you go there yourself? I could, but time is money, friend, and I'm even losing it right now. Sorry, but that's the truth. I could be looting right now. Where can I find the fence? In a town on the hill. Black Rook used to do it, but Fruity Betty took over his business. You need to remember that my time is really valuable, guy. I don't work for free. Sure, what do you need? Gold coins or maybe a weapon? Weapon, maybe? A weapon will do. Alright. All clear. I'll deliver your loot. We'll talk after you take my loot to the fence, okay? Hi Betty, I have a couple of items for sale. I'll take it all and pay you immediately. I want you to wire the whole sum to the Orange Folks account. Sure thing, sweetheart. They've just received the money. Thank you, Betty. The pleasure's all mine. From now on, you're one of my regulars and a friend, sweetheart. Not now when Aki isn't here. Wait, you promised to give me a weapon. Where's my weapon, you liar? Alright. Guy Sullivan says, it contained a pricing list. Everything seems to be in order. I knew I could trust you. You said you wanted a weapon for the trouble, right? Or did you change your mind? Ask for the weapon. Give me the weapon. There you go. Though you can only use it to kill NPC bandits on your farm, since they remove PvP. Well, there's also the Sunset Duels event, you know, the one where you challenge the sheriff to a duel. If you win, you take his star. But for that, you need a high-level character or lots of cash. What can you say about others from your organization? They're not as good as me, well, maybe except for Jack. But he's like a machine, hardly ever leaves the game. He's completely off now and you can't get through to him. He lives in La La Land because time runs differently for him. We keep talking and here comes another treasure, and in it, the grave digger's sturdy shovel with the accelerated parsley cultivation bonus. Stanley said you get disconnected a lot. Has it happened to you? Not much, almost never, only when I'm really tired. But I take the right mix and everything's fine. What kind of mix is that? Telomeine, Vitatel, Strobo 5 protein and vitamin and mineral supplements. And something for reinforcement. I can't remember the name. Look at that, another treasure. This time it's a Midnight Express ticket. Oh man, a gem like this only comes once in a lifetime. That could get me a lot of money. That Midnight Express ticket you found in your box, why is it so valuable? It allows you to go to other areas of the game, visit new places, build a new farm. It's a fresh start. But why would anyone want a fresh start? I don't know, because it's cool. I heard it's cool. Oh, there's a treasure chest. Let's see what's inside. Oh man, it's an empty crate for attracting named insects, ornate for potato beetles. The Autumn Infinite watering can with the voice of the Golden Gorge stream. Not now, says Bessie. I don't want to talk now. Stop bothering me, man. I need to work, says Beaufort. I'm a Gamedec. I want to find a solution for your prob. I can't speak with you. I know that some people get disconnected. If you can do something about it, you'll have my gratitude. I can't speak with you, alright? I have to do my day's work. I don't know why we're getting disconnected. It's a pain in the ass because we lose our progress. Talk to the others when Ak is not around. Blazing Dakota. The girl looked extremely exhausted. Oh, you're at Gamedec, right? Thank God you're here. She glanced at me, half awake. Tell me please, what's going on with us? Is it serious? I'm working on it. I need to ask you a couple of questions. Go ahead, but I don't have much time. I need to work. Diagnose her. Her trembling lips drooped like the left side of her face was paralyzed. Her half-closed eyes made her look sleepy. She was in a bad shape. Listen, you're in a really bad shape. I don't think you should be playing anymore. Wait, what? I'm just tired. Everyone is. You should devitalize and you should do it fast. But I can't. I won't meet my target. You lose much more if you don't devitalize right now. Trust me, I'm a game deck. The girl sighed. Ak will kill me. What? She stopped working. Oh, okay, let's talk. Why do you play this game? I don't think it's for entertainment. It's my job. We even have a supervisor. He keeps an eye on our group. Tell me about your group. We are called the Orange Dream. We were able to play thanks to the foundation. What foundation? They gave us gaming gear, game pills, and medicine. We wouldn't normally be able to afford all this. It's so hot. I'm not sure how long I'm going to last. She said she was hot, but the weather was perfect. On a couch somewhere, her body should also have been kept at an optimal temperature. Stanley asked me to find out what your problem is. He mentioned something about you getting disconnected. Yeah, it happens when we're really tired, but I'm not sure that's the source of the problem. The disconnects have become more frequent. I got disconnected a couple of times myself. I woke up in this cold, scary, empty space, like a virtual void you can't escape from. It sounded like the void Starlet gets stuck in at Haggis's office. I managed to save her by stimulating her senses. I wasn't sure if I could do anything for the orange folk without physical contact. She looked as if she was losing touch with reality. Please, I still have work to do. Dakota stopped working. Here so soon? Do you know anything? You don't look too well. Can you tell me about your health problems? I get dizzy and faint. It's like I'm not sleeping at all. We're all really tired, even though our supervisors make sure our online sessions don't last longer than 4 days. What? These guys are gold farmers, right? The woman closed her eyes for a moment, then opened them and tried to shake off the tiredness. She went back to work. Can you tell me something about yourself? Suddenly, the farmer lost balance. Beaufort says, "Act quickly." Dakota fell again. Dang it, third time this week. Something was wrong. She should have immediately logged out. I knew she could fall into a coma if her gear didn't start devitalization. Have her do an emergency logout. I turned on my deck and activated devitalization. I had no idea why her computer hadn't done that already, as it's standard procedure for unconscious players. I managed to lock her out safely, but the system didn't allow me to save the game. Beaufort says, "What have you done? What have you done, man? Please tell me that you saved her progress." So I didn't save her progress. Why is that so important? It's not dream space. She's not going to lose her spacecraft if she doesn't. Fudging hell, you have no idea what you've done. Ack Thompson. The cowboy in shiny boots spat out the blade of grass he was chewing. Stop whining and get back to work. Ack Thompson turned to me. And you, stop hanging around here. You're casting your shadow on the seed beds, and it stops the plants from growing. Beaufort says, Fudge, she's been busting her ass for three days in a row, you hear me? 3 days, and she hasn't saved since yesterday. Now I'll have to work like a horse just to catch up on the progress you didn't save. Her couch was supposed to lock her out, but it didn't. Her suit was overheating. I didn't want to risk it, would you? Beaufort says, That's your department, isn't it? I have my own job and I stick to it. We work fairly here. If somebody finds more, they give back to the less fortunate, or save it for later. And when one of us faints, we have to finish their work. No rest for the wicked. Alright, listen, I'll help you. After all, I already have some experience. Beaufort says, Thanks, you're not the asshole I took you for. Get 3 loot boxes but don't open them. Take them to the town, give them to Fruity Betty and say it's from Orange Dream. Got it? Where can I find Betty? In the market, just remember to tell her it's from the Orange Dream. These boxes, where do I look for them? Do you own a farm? You'll find them there. Talk to Handy Joe if you need help. And when you find one, don't open it, take it to Betty. Alright, I'll help you. Beaufort says, I'll get back to work then. Yeah, I'm convinced now. These people are gold farmers. Or item farmers, whatever. Support the orange folk. I like to support the orange folk by selling a couple of loot boxes and transferring the profits to their account. Is that possible? Fruity Betty says, Of course, sweetheart. I'll take it all. The money will be transferred to your account in a couple of days, after the auction. Excellent. Thanks for the help, Betty. The pleasure's all mine. I took the boxes to Betty. Awesome, thank you. The farmer went back to work. Hey, is that all? Beaufort says, Yeah, thanks. We'll be fine now. Unless someone gets disconnected again. Am I going to get a reward for the help? Sure, what do you want? A metal carved from a potato? You helped us, and we're grateful. Thank you. What the fuck? Listen, I didn't really have to help you, but I did anyway. I try to help all orange folk, even those who don't expect me to. Any information could help. Beaufort lowered his voice. Axe been telling people that we're junkies. It's not true. Many of us may be addicted to some medications or stimulants in a way, but we only take them because we play for so long. Go now, please. I don't want any trouble. Beaufort says again, thanks for your help. Silly Sally. The farmer had a female skin that didn't stand out from the others working in this area. She manifested a kinetic hyperactivity. Most of her actions were pointless. Sensory surgeon, observe her. She raised and relaxed her arms, bent and straightened her knees, moved her hands as if counting with her fingers, whispered to herself. Psychomotor agitation could be caused by a number of things. It could be a symptom of mania or the result of using some stimulants. Of course, it could also be some serious psychoactive drugs, whatever it was. It didn't look good. Impressed Sally. When I was younger, I loved playing Harvest, sun-scorched earth, the neighing of horses, the smell of cows, the memories. Silly Sally. Wait, what is this? Wait, lol, I posted a screenshot of your avatar online. What is this? Lead speech? Oh my god, likes are flowing, oh my god. Sally used a chat box instead of a voice communicator. Plus she was using a program that swapped a number of characters for others. Extract the translation key. Peppered with flourishes, the cipher was typical of young school children. Let me recall how it went. I need to be a programmer, shit. Proceed to questions. Sally looked at me expectantly. You're behaving a little odd. Your movements, I mean, how long have you been like this? How long? Dude, it feels like forever. I'm so woozy. We're taking something cause the boss says we need. I had to analyze the chat to figure out what she wanted to tell me. She is exhausted. Or she is hopped up on drugs, right? You're saying you're hopped up? She noticed my confusion and cracked up. That wasn't what I wanted. Sleeves. Tell her to talk normally. Cut that shit out and talk normally. It pisses me off. She gave the finger. The game system displayed a notification that I was added to Silly Sally's ignore list. No! Shit! I made a mistake! Ah, fuck. What am I doing here? I mean, I have to remind myself, not every special dialogue choice will lead to good thing. I have to decide for myself. Shit. I don't want to talk, Emmett. Jack, that farmer was practically standing still. His avatar's name was Sundance Jack. It was one of the default names suggested by the game. Hey Jack, I'm a Gamedec. I'm handling your case. Jack didn't respond. I opened my deck and checked his activity. The data transfer was massive. This player was really busy. If you see someone who doesn't seem to be doing anything and their data packets are still going wild, then you know something is off. Hey buddy, are you in game? Sundance Jack didn't react. Shake him. Yo, cowboy. I reached out a hand, and it felt like it went through a barely visible barrier. The guy was solid as a rock. He did not react. Shit, I don't have programmer and cracker profession. The man was stooped over some plants like Rodin's the Thinker, and like the sculpture he was motionless. Yeah, I need to be a cracker or a programmer. Hmm. I don't meet any of these requirements. Like Thompson, the bored cowboy was chewing on a blade of grass. He wore an impeccably clean vest and shiny boots. Quite a sunny day, isn't it? You just want to stretch your legs and have a nap on the grass, don't you, friend? Present yourself. Howdy, partner. Don't you recognize me? Have a closer look. I put on my special advertisement smile. Ack Thompson says, You're quite astute. Indeed, these are no regular players. They're in all work and all play therapy. They are exploited, understood? Drepty Tiger, comfortable, reliable, and fashionable. Only for the quick-footed. Haha. Ack Thompson says, So nice to meet a celebrity inside a game. Props, bro. Suggest interviewing him. Have you ever wondered what it's like being a celebrity? On the net, I could interview you and post it on my channel. Really? I'm not sure I have anything interesting to say. What kind of work do you do? Well, I watch the cattle, as all true cowboys do. Haha. That's a cool avatar. Pretty stylish. Any reason for it? Oh, thanks. Whether I'm online or in Realium, I always pay attention to what I'm wearing. Clothes make the man, right? Alright, one more question and then I need to get back to work. Tell me, Ak, who are you in Realium? I'm a regular guy in his late 20s. My friend and I are trying to save some money. We live low in Warsaw City and would like to move up. Ak raised his head and basked in the digital sun for a moment. Alright, that's it. You can get back to work. May the sun always shine on you. Thanks, partner. Have a nice day. Howdy, partner. Could you at least tell me who it is that you are watching and why? The low city scum. They've got tasks they need to focus on, so don't bother them. They won't speak to you. I could explain how you're interfering with the delicate processes of specialized therapy, but you should be a sweetheart and leave. Ask about therapy. It so happens that I'm a doctor. Can you tell me more about this therapy? Ever heard of play therapy? Well, it looks like this. They treat ill souls with work and collaboration, outside with hands in the dirt. Obviously, they take the medication and stimulants to stay stable, but they have a right to feel unwell. They're in rehab after all. What? I heard the orange folk experience pains, memory loss, speech difficulties, and that's enough, friend. Slow down there. They pay me for supervising, so I supervise, okay? Now would you kindly get off this field? Hold on. We were having such a pleasant conversation. Let's talk some more. Thanks, partner. Have a nice day. What? Hello, friend. Did you manage to have a nap? I see a lot of staff from the Orange Folk organization here. Are you a part of it? Heck no. I only watch over them. Isn't it a beautiful day, partner? It's always like this in harvest time. I'd love to lay down on the grass, but somebody's gotta watch over these losers. But that's a cowboy's lot watching over the cattle. I'll be going then. Have a nice day. I wish you good weather and a good harvest. Alright, this current virtual world compared to the previous one, in my opinion, is boring. I like the twisted and perverted virtualium. It's interesting, right? And it piqued my curiosity. But this virtualium, the high rock, harvest time, is it's so boring so far. Maybe it'll pick up later. Wait, I can use my cheater profession to knock him out? Ack Thompson. Every time I find a moment to breathe some fresh air, a stray comes along and ruins the smell. Alright, knock him out. I threw a quick punch toward his temple, and the wimp didn't even blink. My fist stopped a few inches from his head. I'd forgotten there was no PvP in this game. The cowboy chuckled and spat. You can't fudge anyone up anymore. I know it sucks. Alright, we had our talk, and it was fun. But now it's time to get back to work. One more thing. I left without a word. Be gone. Why won't you take a hint? Oppose him? Wait a second. Since when was it forbidden to speak to the players? It might be a free-to-play title, but it is still an MMO. I'm trying to work here. You're disturbing me. Me and those hard-working farmers. It's for their own good, friend. They're junkies. Addicted little calves. That's the sad truth. And I have to watch over them. Alright. This guy says they are junkies, but before told me it's a lie. Like I said, I think these people are gold farmers or item farmers. They're working in, I don't know, maybe sweatshops. Um Enough of this chit chat. Stop bothering me. Have a bad day. Rain, hail, get robbed. Wow. Alright. I've exhausted all his dialogues. Alright, so I made a mistake with Silly Sally. I shouldn't have used my sleeve skill. Now she put me on ignore list. Alright, let's see the deduction. I need one more info. Alright, lately there have been accidents reported. People faint and are locked off. Alright, all the workers come from the slums of Low City. Memory problems, loss of spatial awareness, slurred speech, weakness, physical ailments. Everyone has the same symptoms. My employers are heavy. Or hold on. My employers are heavy med and stimulant users. Oh yeah, I'm in the orange folk. The people who hired me are the best workers in all of harvest time. One of the workers is clearly overseeing the work of the others, keeping tabs on who they are talking with. This one data left? I think I failed this one because I was put on ignore list by Sally. Yeah, I guess it's time for me to make a deduction, right? Wait, who is this guy? Lord. Lord, the handle of a player who took the name of Galdomar in Knight's Code, age unknown, gender undeclared, experience in Knight's Code 5 years, position leader of the Han clan based on Han Island. Reports. Knight's Code admins have reported on 3 occasions that the behavior of Lord's subordinates bears the mark of a cult. Having recognized little social harm, they have refrained from further action. Ah, I see. Horny, my secret job, my conservative techno-kumanat loving Bob thinks that I'm a housewife. His world would shatter if he learned the truth. People appear to be together, but they really aren't. They seem to know each other, but they don't. I wonder when or if I will tell him that when he's at work, I'm busy testing void stars. To tell you the truth, keeping secrets gets me excited. My own space, Shinimo. Wait, I think it's a mistyped. Horny is game testing, twisted and perverted, not void stars. Horny, Assassin's Guide entry 1325. I got an idea. I know how to arouse my wilted married sex life. I called a colleague of my husband and asked him to tell Bob that Rhonda seems to be playing TNP. What's TNP? Bob asked, and then Ernest, the colleague, explained everything. He was recording Bob seriously. You should have seen his face. The fun's about to begin. My blades are sharp and ready. Just give in and play the game, Bobby. First I'll hunt you down, then I'll take off my skin so that you know who screwed you and beat you. Assassin's Guide entry 1325 Horny. Horny, me the tester. Ronnie, the disappearing extras to the mining laser in Thug is a bug that's causing many sleepless nights for both designers and players alike. Void Stars may be in alpha, but people still play it and mine. I'm counting on your tester's experience and intuition. Check exactly when that shit disappears and figure out the conditions. The QAers believe it happens when you use the Hexen to drill an asteroid containing Uter, but it's not 100% reproducible. There must be another factor. You're the only one who can figure this out. I'm counting on you, Magic Maker, QA Director. Okay, so Horny game testing 2 games, Void Star and Twisted and Perverted. Horny Agreement, Warsaw City Agreement. As of today, Miss Rhonda Zappa Holder is hereby employed by Zack and Brothers QA department as a tester, holding the position of junior specialist. The parties establish Miss Zappa's net monthly remuneration at 4,000 credits, to be paid by the 10th day of each month. Agreement duration, see attachment number 1. Specific terms of the agreement, see attachment number 2. Penalties, see attachment number 3. HR Director Halina Stock. Ramon is Panisantor's granddaughter. You could never be sure of anything inside the network. Ramon turned out to be a woman, most probably Ramona. The name had seemed odd to me from the start. And Panisantor was her grandfather. A bit more digging, and I'd probably find out that Haggis was her uncle, and her foster mom was... Never mind. Wait, what? Hold on. What? Geoffrey Haggis is Ramona's uncle? Huh? Ramon is a barker. Apparently, Ramon was a recruiter working for the Han clan, an organization operating in the Knight's Code game. They had as much in common with TNP as poultry with space travel, or the other way around. Ramon is a true believer. I had the feeling that Ramon really believed in the clan's teachings. Oh, this one is locked. I wonder why. Alright, time to make a deduction, I guess. Alright, I think these guys are gold farmers, right? So, my focus should be someone else is pulling the strings instead of this one. They are overusing pharmacological substances. Right? So, yeah, work on those farms is just too well organized. Something bigger is going on here. Alright, so now what do I do? The suspects. Alright, now what should I do? Tell Stanley what you've deducted. Alright, where can I find Stanley? Back to the graveyard? Hold on, let me open the chest. We've got a tin bathtub if you want, cowboy. You can take the bathtub and we'll have a witch. We'll have a cowboy in a bathtub. Come back when you get more chests. Yeah, this virtualium, this harvest time, is a bit boring, unlike the previous one. Hold on, Rusty Ed. Oh, still sleeping? Okay. Wait, I'm level 8, right? Wait, I need to be level 15 to be able to enter the saloon. Alright, last time I went here to enter the graveyard. Return to the graveyard. I had to give Stanley a preliminary report. Alright? What is this, Sheriff? Sheriff says, "Howdy, cowboy. I can see you've wandered off the trail. I'm the sheriff in this town. Not many players know about this place, especially newcomers. What brings you here?" Wild West Sheriff. It all added up. Alright, do I want to go to the left or to the right? It's already to the left, though. Ask what he wants. What do you want? Sheriff says, "I'm doing Stanley a favor. He's a friend of mine. He asked me to talk to you on his behalf, if you don't mind, of course. But before I do, allow me to proceed with the formalities." He straightened up and cleared his throat. "As the Sheriff of High Rock, I'd like to officially welcome you to our community. I'm here to help beginners and uphold the law. The game's rules, that is. Welcome, rancher," greeted the sheriff. I reached out my hand. The sheriff looked me in the eyes, smiled, and shook my hand. "Not only will I answer all your questions, but you'll receive something else. A welcome package and a pouch of coins for your farm. Cool, ain't it? Let's go down to the saloon and talk over a drink. What do you say?" What is this welcome package? Boosts, vanity items, stuff like that. You'll get it soon, but not here. The graveyard isn't a good place for that sort of gift. Let's go. I might have a job for you that will get you something more than gold coins. Gamedec. Wait, I failed to unlock the secret. Fuck. I failed to unlock the secret. I should have chose a negative respawn, so the bar turns left and I unlock the secret. "Let's take a walk," says the sheriff. Sheriff says, I wonder where the gravedigger Hank is." "He's been inactive for a long time. I reported it." "Oh, brother, Hank's gonna flip. He's been working on an achievement. But I see you're a man of principle. Good." Sheriff says, "Howdy, Ben. How's that achievement going? You got it?" Ben Bow says, "Howdy, Sheriff. I'm about to crack the physics behind these bundles. Today's the day. It has to be. I waited for the sheriff to finish exchanging pleasantries with this guy. Hey sheriff, they vandalized Mr. Adams again. Sheriff says, that's the saloon. You're blocked from accessing it, but we'll fix that little problem promptly. The sheriff typed a few commands into the game's interface. I saw that I now had access to the saloon. Be my guest, says the sheriff. Not a bad trick. Oh, it's one of the privileges of being sheriff. I can grant access to the saloon to anyone I want. Oh no, I already unlocked the right secret. That's good then. Oh, this one is not secrets. This one is trusting and distrusting. It's different now. Sheriff says, first let me ask you this. What's your poison? Whiskey? I'll have coffee. Bottoms up then, to the meeting. I'm telling you friend, this stuff may be digital, but it tastes like the genuine article. It's phenomenal. Where would you like to begin? Let's start with the welcome package for new players. The sheriff made several gestures and opened the game's options. Welcome to the harvest time. Please accept this humble gift. Wild Poppy says, yeehaw! You've received 3 mystery gifts. I can't wait to open them for you. Come to the ranch. You've received a gift of 500 coins. You can use it to buy wonderful items. For example, from me, let's meet up. Thanks, Sheriff. That's a nice gesture. Sheriff says, the pleasure is all mine, friend. Alright, since we're done with the petty issues, we can get back to serious matters. First thing, you offered to do Stanley a favor when we were in the graveyard. Sheriff says, Stanley was waiting for you, but he had to log out of the game. You can talk to me if you want. Why did he log out of the game? He wasn't feeling well. It happens sometimes. You had information for him on some issue concerning the Orange Folk. Is that correct? Before we get to that, can you tell me anything about the Orange Dream Farmers? Sheriff says, what is there to say? They're farmers from a public farm. I was informed they are the reason you're in the harvest time. Stanley is one of them. He mentioned they have a problem. I'm a bit surprised they didn't ask for my help. Well, they're kids playing on freemiums to pass the time, just for the heck of it. They have no ambition to own a farm. Are the Orange folks really children? Sheriff says, didn't you know that? Yeah, they're kids. That's why I can't figure out why they would hire a Gamedec. What makes you think that I'm a Gamedec? Sheriff says, word travels fast. It's quite extraordinary having a Gamedec in High Rock. People get, excited. They are curious why the Orange folk hired you. Heck, I'm curious myself, but I respect that your investigation might require secrecy. On the other hand, I could help you. I know everyone here, you see. Who did you get this information from? Sheriff says, let's say someone noticed a new guy hanging around the public farm asking questions. They texted me. I launched the game and here we are. Now there's a game deck in my town. I'd love to offer him a job. If he's interested, that is. Can you tell me a bit more? Sheriff says, listen, I have a feeling our goals overlap. High Rock has a problem with a certain player, the Outlaw. I've been informed that they might be involved in prohibited activities. I reported it to the admins, but the Outlaw keeps coming back with new accounts. I need solid proof to ban them from this world for good. I know you're running an investigation. I think it's connected to the Outlaw. Could you share your observations? We could work together. Of course, I don't see why this should remain a secret. I was hired by the farmers from Orange Dream. They have a problem with gameplay stability. They keep getting disconnected. It's too early to draw any conclusions, Sheriff. It's still an active case. The man sighed and took a sip of whiskey. Do you think there could be someone behind all this? Some player? It's possible, Sheriff. Sheriff says, I'm almost certain that the Outlaw is responsible for the Orange folks' problems. I've suspected for a while that the Outlaw is a dealer that sells illegal boosts in harvest time. It's possible that they also deal drugs or something even worse. I've had many complaints about that bastard. If you agree to work with me, I'll tell you my plan to catch the Outlaw. You'd play a central role in it. Just one thing, I don't work for free. Sheriff says there's real money in it for you. After the job is done, that is. Game decks were generally paid upon completion of the job. You convinced me, Sheriff, I'll work for you. He offered what I usually charge for searching for someone in Virtualia. I nodded, then realized he hadn't told me what the job actually was. We shook hands. You never signed contracts in my line of work. Sheriff says, alright, let's cut to the chase. First of all, I need you to confirm the Outlaw's location. When you do that, find out whether they work alone or have accomplices. Then we'll meet and draw up a detailed plan. Could you give me a deputy star? The sheriff burst out laughing. I don't have one on me, but since you care about it so much, I'll try to get one for you. What do we know about the Outlaw? Sheriff says, I'm sure this player uses many different accounts and characters. Recently, they've been known as the Outlaw. They were in some shady business with Black Rook, a known hacker and fraud, who had been perma-banned from the game. Rook did a lot of nasty stuff. He once hacked our banker, Mr. Adams, and gave him an insulting name. The next update should finally fix it. What are you going to do in the meantime, Sheriff? Sheriff says, I'm going to collect evidence against the Outlaw and inform the admins about our plans. I also have some real-life obligations. What is it exactly that you want me to do? Sheriff says, confirm whether or not that thug is still in their hideout, the guild house. A sheriff can't belong to guilds or enter their houses. Dumb, I know, but the rules are rules. Just find out if the outlaw works alone or not. That's all for now, I'll get to work. Sheriff says, wait for me in the saloon after you found all the answers. I'll be there at nightfall and we'll think up a plan. It's time for me to go. I have things to do in Realium. I still had an obligation towards Stanley. I had to understand the orange folks' problem. Sheriff says, I wish you good luck. He extended his hands towards me. See you later, Sheriff. We'll meet at nightfall, Gamedec. Sheriff Billy tapped the brim of his hat and left the game. One of the women upstairs beckoned me and pointed at the stairs that ran along the saloon's outer wall. Liane. Okay, I don't know this language. Is it Polish? That woman Liane must have been listening in on our conversation. She wanted to meet me outside the saloon. Alright, so I need to get into the guild house. However, if I remember correctly, I must reach level 20. But there's another way. If I can become a member of Rusty Ed's guild, then maybe I can access the guild house. However, in order to become Rusty Ed's member, I have to listen to 2 more stories from him. Last time I checked, he's asleep. Maybe he's awake now? Bartender Hickok. Welcome to the High Rock Saloon. Can I get you anything? I remembered what Bob Zappa from TNP had told me. I had a chance to contact him through the bartender. I just needed to say the password. Yeah, why not? Contact Bob Zappa. I looked at the bartender knowingly and whispered, Mikoriza. The bartender's eyes flashed green. I heard a familiar beep signal, and the face of my old friend appeared before my eyes. Hey, Bob Zappa. He's divorced now, right, with his wife? Bob Zappa says, hey pal, I'm in a meeting. I can talk right now? I'll sense you when I'm done. This could take a while. Sure thing, later. I wondered if he remembered what he promised me. Money, right? Howdy. What can I get you? Tell me about the local rumors. I'm sorry, but I can only serve drinks. I'm an automatic character, not a player. Please, don't look so surprised. A player hired me to fill in for them as a bartender, their town profession. This paid service lets you keep a role despite being absent. If you're interested in other paid services, please visit the game's website. Now then, can I get you anything? Pour me a drink, would ya? You need a premium account in order to buy drinks here. Alright. Right, I get it. Alright. I don't meet the requirements of any of this profession. Oh well. Okay, who is the outlaw? Wait. Oh yeah, I still have to help Stanley. That's why there are more than one objective. Help the sheriff, help Stanley, and what is this one? The outlaw was doing some shady business with a player of such horrible reputation that they were banned in harvest time. Alright, let's talk to Liane first, I guess. Nothing here to interact with, alright. Yeah, let's get outside. As George Michael would say, let's get outside. They're all mine, mine. Who is this guy? Wait, I didn't see him before. Is this new? Magnificent fruit, aren't they? They're made as apples. Alright. Oh, new interactable. Pen. They kept moving. Did they want me to milk them? Whose cows were these anyways? They look unclaimed, but this game had no stray animals. Their tails swung at the same pace. Was that a glitch? If I wasn't in a game, I'd say that someone gave these animals a scare, but who? I suddenly felt a strange presence a few steps away from me. Alright, observe it secretly. I noticed some movement out of the corner of my eye. The air was shimmering the way it does on hot days. It looked like a shadow generated by the game's engine. A shadow of a human. It could have been a bug or an invisible player. As a game deck, I couldn't ignore these kinds of phenomena. So I have how many objectives? Help the sheriff. Help Stanley. Oh, wait. The sheriff objective and the Stanley objective overlaps. I see, alright. Wait, what's this? Examine the digital anomaly. Let's talk Gamedec. The woman looked noble and serious, though she kept looking around as though she were afraid of something. When she noticed me, her face took on an imperious look. Leanne says, "You're a Gamedec, aren't you?" "Yes, I'm working on a certain case here. I accidentally overheard your conversation with the sheriff, and I think that I might have a simple but lucrative job for you. I'd like you to provide me with intel about the sheriff, who he is, what he does, how many zeros he has in his bank account, and so on. Anything you can tell me about his life in Realium would be useful. Can I count on your help?" "Alright, don't tell me this woman is the outlaw." "Why do you need this information?" "I'm considering entering into a financial arrangement with this person. I'd like to make sure he's solvent and trustworthy. That's all." "Alright, I'll vet him." "Wonderful. Once you acquire this information, please come to the guild house." "Oh shit, guild house. She must be the outlaw, right?" "I'll be waiting for you there. I think she's the outlaw." "Oh no." "Tell Rusty Ed that you work for me. He'll invite you to the guild." I felt this strange presence that had haunted me before. I knew I had to investigate it. There were two tools I could use. Intermirror could pierce through the cloak, while Pain Ping launched a painful jamming impulse. If I use Pain Ping, then whoever is watching me will know that I notice him watching. So maybe I should use the Intermirror program. I open my deck, launch Intermirror, and turn it towards the supposed presence. Oh shit, who is that? I recognized a human silhouette without a material avatar. The structure of the cloaking code seemed familiar, but I couldn't say why. Don't tell me. Is this the same phenomena that happened in the TNP? So what's the connection? After a while, the shape disappeared. I knew that if I caught this ghost, I'd be able to examine it more closely, maybe even talk to it. I resumed the conversation with Lian. I'm terribly sorry. I got a bit distracted for a moment. Lian says, yes, I noticed. Well, I think that will be all, unless you have more questions. Let's use our skill. Have her say something about herself. Can you tell me something about yourself? I sense that you are a strong and interesting person. I'm sure I'm not wrong. Lian blushed. Oh, stop it. I'm not that interesting. I'm just a regular Harvest Time player. Well, alright. I am a big fan. It's been a while since I last played. I was pretty busy in Realium. I finally managed to come back, but to be honest, I'm here on business. What do you do in Harvest Time? Lian burst out laughing. What haven't I been doing? I used to run a prosperous farm. I was on top of the leaderboards. Now I'm mostly here for the people. This community is one of a kind. Sadly, you can't trust everyone, which is why I ask you for help. Do you know anything about the sheriff?